everyone, welcome back to another round of Wheels to Wheel Racing. We're here for round 11 of Season 7 at Autopolis International Racing Course in the Group 2 cars. Tonight with me on commentary we have Dale Teeks making his return.
Yeah, thanks for dragging it. It's been a while and it's good to just come back in at the second last round of the season when the battle's really hotting up for that Div 1 championship. And yeah, it's good to be back, and joining some visuals is Flight Moves.
Yeah, hey boys. Yeah, you're right. Second last round of the season. Gosh, it's
been a long one.
It feels like it's gone. Yeah, well, yeah. With all those breaks we've had.
Breaks, and then we had the weeks off due to the flag problems and everything going wrong. The lobby issues, and man, as we get the lobby all set up here. Who are you guys looking forward to seeing? Who's your pick for quali here?
Ooh, I think it's a tough one. I think it's going to be, I think part of the usual suspects, really. I think you got to look at guys like Adam, Apex, Low Side, Oil. I think even maybe Kazadro might end up in the top 4, top 5 based on what I've seen from him today.
Well, Kazadro's had a couple of good runs. Oh. What type of times are we expecting to see, do you think, Dale? You think we'll get into the 33s, or...?
I think so. I'm trying to remember what my best time for quali is. I think I've done a 35.1, and I'm usually in that kind of 1 to 1.5 second behind pole in the Div 1. So I'm going to say, yeah, high 33s is definitely possible.
I'll take your word for it, because on my only practice qualifying session, I put it into the wall coming out of the last corner, and that was that. So...
That's pretty much standard for anyone's first day at this track, and also second and third day at this track. It's a crapper.
Absolutely. Just waiting to see everyone tick in here, and we should be away.
In terms of a crapper, like, it's a difficult track to race on, but it's going to produce some stunning battles because there are very limited spots to pass. So absolutely, grid position and a good start is going to be premium.
Yeah, we could see some close racing, but also with the amount of high-speed corners and dirty air, we could see the gaps space out a fair bit as well. So not quite sure what to expect from this one. We'll see. Yeah.
Although we're still running the same tyre wear degradation on this track seems a bit harsh compared to other places we've been as well. So might see a few people just back off in the first half of the race just to save their tyres for the second half.
Another unique thing people I think will be enjoying is not having a fuel save, at least in race 1 for tonight, as we've had many complaints about the fuel after the pit stop change. So
yeah, a few of the comments have been this round 11 we're going to have our first sprint race of the season.
Yeah, and here we go, everyone exiting the pits. Jonesy leading the pack. We'll see where everyone shuffles out and who decides to take it on. It looks like Jonesy is just going for it to try and get himself a little bit of a gap at the front of the pack here. Do you want to go for a quick run through the field here, Dale? 2x2?
So following Jonesy, we've got Shans in second, leading off Squiddy.
Yep, Speed Demons team captain there, Shans. Low side in the beautiful 13R. Nissan, closely followed by the Shake and Bake Tombo.
Following Tombo, we've got Troy. I think he's on Anzac Autosports, followed by Figo on TRX Racing, that beautiful green Nissan there.
Yeah, Troy's done really well to slowly climb up the ranks and crack into Div 1 this season. He's done really good. Oily right behind Figo in another beautiful TRX Racing machine, closely followed by Apex Humper in some average-looking damn car.
Some people have said it's the best looking car on the grid. Following Apex, we've got Kazadro and Adam V10 just switching orders on the track there. So Adam, I think, is part of V Corsa Racing, obviously it's his team, and then Kazadro running as a privateer this season.
And then we've got Tiger Bell Racing, the leftovers, DJ Stefko. So Stefko going through Stefko Corner right now, actually. Has been having a bit of a rough time at this track, but I'm sure he'll be keen to crack on and see what he can do.
Yeah. Good to see he survived it on his outlap.
Yeah, it's very good to see. He did take it very, very calmly.
Now, it's really important that Jonesy's got out as quick as he has, because normally the top 3 to 5 guys can sneak a third lap in, so with Shan's dropping so far back, it's really going to limit the number of people that'll get a third lap in tonight.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's spaced themselves out nicely as well. We've got the top 6 kind of just barely within slipstream range of each other maybe, and then a nice big gap back to Figo in 7th.
Yeah.
And they're all fairly close behind there.
Tombo's almost lost it there, so coming through turn 4 or 5 I think it is, so yeah, he's not going to have a good first run. That'll actually hurt him, he may not get a third lap in.
That's alright, Tombo. He's still got at least one more lap to go, so we'll see as Jonesy comes down the hill through this beautiful, fast, sweeping right-hander into a second one, coming up to Stefco corner shortly. Through the left, the double right-hander here has been named Stefco corner as he's been building sandcastles out to the left there. Jonesy gets a really nice run up through that little S section coming towards the final corner of the track. Really tough corner to nail this sweeping right-hander here. You got to really hug that apex and be very patient on the power to get a good run out. And we'll see what kind of time he gets. A 35 flat for Jonesy.
Good time.
Squiddy is off in the dirt.
Shan's right with him, low side, 34.4.
34.4, that's a cracker. Squiddy unfortunately went off. Troy with a 34.7, Tombo a 38 flat as well, so Apex, Adam, 34.2.
So the problem with Squiddy going off where he has that could have really hampered his run down the front straight for his second lap as well, so I'm not sure how much he may be able to improve.
It's definitely been trouble for this next lap that he's going to put in, but it also could have cost him the chance at a third lap.
Yeah,
he might not get around in time for that now as well. So
Troy's off at turn 1, so he's not going to be able to improve there. But we've got a big battle pack here, really trying to get track position with Oil, Apex, Figo. Just line astern pretty much.
Yeah, so early on we've got 34.2 as our top time. Apex just close behind with a 34.3. Not as close as qualifying last week, but a lot of 35 flats. We actually have from 6th through to 8th, so 3 guys on a 35.0. So incredibly close qualifying in the mid-pack here.
It's going to be intriguing. Adam was really close to his best time at the second sector split, so we'll see if he can gain that half a tenth, quarter of a tenth, and make an improvement here. Jonesy, 34.4.
That's a cracker of a time. A lot of improvements coming through. Low side
up to second.
34.30.
We got Apex coming through shortly. Oh, he doesn't quite.
Neither Apex or Adam improve. And they also didn't get a third lap in either.
Ooh, Jonesy's out
Low
there.
side,
Jonesy's the only one, is he? With a
low side is on his run, so is Shan's. Yeah, only 3 guys on their quick lap on a third lap right now.
Yeah, so that's been really costing Squiddy there.
So Jonesy only a tenth and a half back of Pole and only 700ths behind Apex here. He's down half a tenth though at the second split. Low side is purple though, but he does have Shan's in front of him, so we'll see how much he catches up.
Are we? Oh yeah, we're missing Pure Axel. That's right. So fortunately, Pure Axel did not make the start of the race. So just the 12 drivers in this one. Looks like Lowside might be getting close enough to Shan's where he could catch some dirty air, but also will get a little bit of slipstream helping down the straight. Unfortunately, it's not a massive run down the straight to the finish line. It's actually quite close. So here we see Jonesy coming across the line to finish his final lap.
Bit messy from Lowside there. I don't think he's going to do it.
Shan's doesn't improve and neither does Lowside, so that is the order we have. Adam, Captain Lowside, and Apex taking our top 3 spots in qualifying here. So, something we were talking about earlier on in the day was how important it is to keep your race clean here, because it is so easy to dip a tyre on the grass and spin or go wide, so really really important that these guys get away clean and keep it on the black stuff. As the cars are revving and they're all the way, plenty of tyre smoke. Apex actually gets a cracking start and he's already looking up the inside of Adam. Adam defending, Apex looking to go around the outside. Oh, low side's copped a punt. Oh, as has Kazadro and Shans. That's really unfortunate for those guys.
Oh man!
I think it might have been Shans that might have collided them under brakes. He's redressed fully behind Kazadro and low side. Very unfortunate there.
Let's go to a replay. Jump on board with Shans.
Yeah, unfortunately, looking at the damage, we see rear damage for low side and front damage for Shans. So
yeah, I think you're right. Anyway, back to the action.
yeah, that's really unfortunate. It's so easy to get lost and not see your braking marker as you're coming through into turn 1 there. So really unfortunate.
Yeah, and cold tyres is really difficult at that turn. It's ridiculously insane. I think mid-pack's going to be a bit of trouble here. Tombo seems to be standing glitching at the moment, so the guys battling around him may find it hard to figure out exactly where he is on the track.
Yeah, it looks like Apex and Adam are breaking away a slight bit with Jonesy's just
Tombo's
hanging
off.
onto the rear of him. Oh, Tombo has been claimed by Stefco Corner.
Number 1 for the night. Let's keep it to Stefco corner tally, because it is going to pain a lot of people.
That is, for me at least, that is the trickiest corner on the track.
Yeah.
It's so easy to carry a little bit too much speed in and off you go, unfortunately.
So Lowside's going to run the race with damage by the look of it. He's going to just gamble that rear damage isn't going to be too hard.
Which, it might be a good call, because race 1 can absolutely cripple your race time if you jump into the pits.
Yeah, and I think it's too early to take advantage of fresh tyres as well. So, lap 3-4 you could get it back, but your tyres aren't going to be any better.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Shans is doing the same with front damage. He's going to just try to get through the race now. I know Shans, he's going to be very filthy with that. He's going to be so annoyed with himself. It's just an unfortunate racing incident. These things happen.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of been a similar story for your season as well, hasn't it, Dale? Just a couple of small incidents in each race, or at least one around, and it's kind of you've suffered from it, unfortunately. But
yeah, I think I've got 8 drop rounds so far. Oh, 100%. I've had like 7 or 8 drop rounds so far. So it's one of those things. Look, if I'm not making a mistake, I'm either getting caught up in other incidents, or I'm just taking a gamble and gambling wrong. So it's just been one of those seasons, really.
Yep, and we have Adam and Apex having a nice little battle up the front here. As the rest of the field starts to spread out, Apex right on that rear bumper. I don't think he's gotten a really good run out of that sweeping right-hander, actually, so he could get close enough for the move down into turn 1 here.
I have a feeling he may just sit on his bumper and just wait till the final few laps here, but what's interesting is they're not dropping Jonesy. He's only lost maybe a 10th on the last lap.
Yeah, so the fastest lap of the race right now was set by Apex, which was a 36.0, and Jonesy just setting a 36.19, so not far off it at all. Which is it's great for Jonesy, because he's been kind of top of Div 2 and hanging around there for a little while now. He's finally broken into...
He's got a good view of Apex and Adam there. Apex almost was close enough to make a move on Adam V there.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to call it out. Jonesy's made such good improvements this season. He's joined a good team with Lowside's team, and Group 2, he suits Group 2 really well.
And Troy up 4th in Premier League. That's impressive.
Yeah. He came good towards the end of Season 5 from memory, and then just last season, I think adjusting to his new wheel just things didn't quite click, and now, a bit more time in there, and he's really, really putting it together.
Yep, as we see Adam and Apex making their way through Stefco corner here, keeping it nice and clean, not even wanting to go anywhere near the grass on the outside. So easy to clip and run wide. Dirty air in full effect coming through that sweeping left-hander. gap now out to 0.6 between Adam and Apex, so he's not as close as he was last time, but he did get a better run out of the corner last time around. He loses it on the left-hand kink, bringing it onto the straight, though.
But yeah, that slip's just going to bring it straight back. It's one of those things, it doesn't seem like slip has as big of effect here as previous tracks. Like normally if you're half a second behind, you know, you're going to be right keen looking to make a move at the end of this front straight. That's just not happening here.
Yeah, I also feel that's part of the Group 2s, as in most tracks, I think they actually top out of the gears, or they get into 6th gear very quickly, and then they don't kind of fall on their face like most GT3 cars do.
Yep.
So we see Adam and Apex still very close with each other. Looking back through the field, we have Stefko gaining on Oily for 6th position here, and Oil is right behind Figo, so plenty going on for this 5th spot here. See if Stefko can make something of it.
You can definitely make up time on that hairpin at the top of the hill. It's, if you nail that one, get it right, you can pick up a 10th or 2.
Yeah, it's a tricky one because it's kind of off camber. It's like when you get to like the mid part of the corner, it's like the highest point of the hill, and then you're downhill the whole rest of the way. So looks like this pack of 3 is about to become a pack of 4 as they're catching up to Troy just ever so slightly. Squiddy dropping back a little bit behind them, but looks like it could be a nice little battle forming here for this 4th position. One thing we have seen from Troy in the last couple rounds is he's really suffered towards the end of the sprint races due to heavy tyre wear, so with this being such a crucial track to keep your tyres alive, it'll be interesting to see how well he does.
Yeah, we're over a third distance now, so that tyre wear is really going to start to come into play for the top, well, pretty much for everyone now. And looking across the field, it's fairly close, but usual suspects, Adam keeping really good care of his tyres, same as Jonesy actually, and also Oil.
Yeah, absolutely. And you see Stefko now getting right up onto Oily's rear bumper. I found that the tyres really start to fall off after about lap 8, personally. So it'll be interesting to see how many guys can keep the pace that they're doing right now after that point of the race.
Oh, he's gone. It's gone a bit wide coming up to Stefko corner. Let's see. Yeah, he makes the right adjustments. He gets through. 5th time, good job.
Making sure nice and safely. So far, Tombo the only victim of Stefko corner as of yet. He's now got Captain Lowside for good measure up on his rear bumper. Captain running with that rear damage, not affecting him too much as we see Tombo's gone wide. Catching a bit of grass, he's going to have some dirty tyres. Captain's looking up the inside, they're side by side coming through these left-handed kink. Tombo takes some more grass. Oh my god, Tombo's doing some lawn mowing here. And Pure Axel has made it. Unfortunately a little late for the race, but he will be in for race 2. And we see, looks like Stefko might have made a little bit of a mistake or had a rough lap, but now Squiddy is closing up on the rear of him for 7th place. So these guys really starting to bunch up from 4th back to 8th place now. And I'm sure Kazadjo will want in on that as he was running absolutely cracking times competing with Adam in some practice races not too long ago.
He's running down in 9th. He's running high 36s consistently at the moment. So he's right on the money in terms of pace. He's quicker than the guys in front of him, so he should be reeling them in by about half a second a lap at this stage.
Yep, and just a little further ahead, Jonesy has finally dropped off those leading 2 cars, now almost 3 seconds back, but with a nice 2-second buffer to this battle pack that's starting to form.
Yeah, I think it'd be good to see Jonesy hold on to that 3rd place, and just with how big that ain't...
Troy!
I didn't. I missed what happened there, but Troy's been absolutely swallowed up. Did you have a replay of that one that we can queue up once they're onto the straight? Oh, yeah. Stefko's gotten loose on the exit of that corner.
I'm assuming it was exit of Stefko corner.
Might have been. It's so easy to spin up the rears there.
Yep.
So we're just on with Troy at the moment, coming through Stefko corner, up the hill. Looking good. Oh, a little bit wide. Clips the grass, but manages to save it, losing a couple of positions. So both of the T-Rex guys jump ahead, and Stefko almost
getting it done as well. Yeah, Squiddy now right on his on Troy's rear bumper as well. So unfortunately, from 4th down to 7th, and possibly 8th if Squiddy can get a move done for Troy on that small mistake. And passing is absolutely so difficult around this track here. Looks like Oiley's right up on the rear bumper of Figo, deciding not to go for the move. But he's barely sticking his nose up the inside. He's thinking about it. He's trying to give Figo the hurry up, I believe.
Yeah, he's putting the pressure on here. I think he really wants to get past. I have a feeling Oil probably feels he's got most likely better tyres at this stage and probably better mid-race pace, and just wants to get a crack at Jonesy up ahead.
He also might have seen a chance for these two to break away from that pack that had started to form, but now Stefko's got that gap down to 0.6 of a second. It was at 1.1 before that downhill double right, so we've got Kazadjo now just 2 seconds off this pack, so he's made up about a second in the last 2 laps. So he could be joining this pack very shortly. Squiddy might have a look on Troy here as they come onto the start-finish straight. Troy just barely within slipstream range of Stefko though. As he pulls alongside, he has a look. It's not going to work though. Troy goes very deep. He's holding the candy. Squidly absolutely sold the candy there, and Troy bit.
Nice pressure there from Squiddy.
Beautiful job by Squidly.
Nice right there.
Oh,
and there we
well
go,
done.
as they come through the right-hander, it confirms the place. Now Kazadjo, half a second behind Troy, has joined in on this party. So the mistake that Troy made is really starting to cost him now, coming from 4th down to 9th.
Just jump up front real quick. So still it was almost a second gap from Adam V back to Apex.
Jonesy's been holding a steady 3-second gap for about the last 2 or 3 laps. He stopped losing time to him, but has been putting time on Figo, so maybe as the tyres went off, he started to adjust better.
Well, this is where I think it's Adam's ball game right here. He's getting away about a 10th a second a lap at the moment, plus his tyres are better than Apex's as well.
Yeah, and he somehow has more fuel as well. I know it doesn't really matter, but just better tyres, better fuel, and driving faster it's incredible, honestly.
Oh, it's a great combination to have.
I still need to pick my team captain's brain to figure out how he does it, but he holds his secrets close. Kazadjo looking very aggressive on the rear end of Troy after that turn 1 incident, trying to make up some spots here, just 2.5 tenths behind him. Pulls alongside into the braking zone, has a look. Troy not biting on that one, takes his normal racing line, possibly learning from what happened with Squidly there. Does look like the T-Rex racing guys are starting to get away a little bit. Stefko's hanging in there, but he's got a gap back to Squidly now as well.
And Figo is doing a great job here, just holding Oil out. It's one of these tracks where even if you're half a second or so slower than the guy behind you, just that lack of overtaking opportunities means you can just hold the line, and it's just very difficult to make that move.
Yeah, definitely. Shans has, back in the battle for 10th, Shans has made his way past the captain, and Tombo has dropped well back. So he's actually just come out of the pits this lap. Really unfortunate there for Tombo.
Oh, I'm not sure he has though. Sorry about that. If he has, he's forgotten to repair damage.
Ah, true. He's just had a 2-minute lap, so he's had an absolute shocker, has Tombo. My bad there. Yeah.
Rear aero and right rear suspension. Unlucky for Tombo. could have been Stefco corner, most likely.
Yeah, we'll add that one down to the Stefco tally, just assuming that's where it was, I think. See how many that corner can claim. Obviously, we're talking about the corner claiming people. Oh, Tombo's off again. Tombo has... we might need to replay that one just to make Tombo suffer, but that was a massive hit.
He didn't even make it to Stefco corner.
No, that double right-hander, I'm assuming he's just clipped the grass coming through and he's having
down
a
the bottom
rough
of the hill. Oh, beautiful. That's just beautiful, Tombo. Nice. Alright.
Alright, looking back up in that battle for fourth, Stefco and Squiddy joining the two T-Rex racing cars here now. Oh, Stefco's getting very loose out of that hairpin. Very tricky hairpin to get the power down efficiently as the tyres just want to absolutely start spinning.
Just want to shout out for Tombo too. I mean, this track is difficult on a wheel, let alone Tombo trying to do it on a controller, so props to him, is doing pretty good all things considered.
Yeah, absolutely, and anyone else using a controller in the lobby, I'm not quite sure if anyone else is, but it's absolutely a task and a half, and that tyre wear is going to be shocking.
Oh, Figo! Side by side with Oily there. Oily gets it done.
Oh. There we go. So now Figo dropping back. Figo's tyres are looking pretty rough compared to Oily's, but now Stefco wearing the rear end like a cheap suit.
I feel like Oil's been winding that up for 10 laps.
Stefco as well. He was very patient with the move, definitely not wanting to cost his teammate, I'm assuming, but he's almost broken away the slipstream as well.
Here we go, Stefco making a move on Figs.
Yeah, we'll see if Squiddy wants to follow him through.
Oh, backs out of the
last of the late breakers. Stefco getting very loose on corner exit again too, so he's definitely putting that power down very aggressively. Squiddy having a peek up the inside of Stefco as well, playing them mind games that we saw him get past Troy with.
Yeah, Oily's pulling away.
Well, again, we see Stefco just absolutely getting loose out of all the corners, putting that power down very aggressively. And dropping slightly back off of Figo, but he's now got Squidly right behind him under that purple rear wing.
Yeah, judging by tyre wear, I wouldn't be surprised to see Squiddy make a move or pressure Stefco into a mistake by the end of this race and get the move done.
This battling is bringing Troy and Kazadro back in. Kazadro unable to take advantage of Troy. But,
Stefco very sliding through that bottom of the hill right-hander.
Man, Squidly is right on him.
Absolutely, as we come through Stefco corner for the 11th time. Everyone's going to get through clean, unfortunately for us. Fortunate for them. Stefco defending this spot really well, but Squidly could come under attack from Troy and Kazadro towards the end here. What kind of run? Squidly's got a better run, a very much better run onto the straight here compared to Stefco. 2.5 tenths down to 2 tenths.
Second last lap.
Doesn't pull alongside though. Stefco goes very deep into the corner as well, sliding through the apex, so really being late on them brakes, trying to defend that spot.
So
I think we're going to keep an eye.
Yeah, just real quick, we've got Adam now with a 2.7 second lead at the front, followed by Apex.
Yeah, followed by Jonesy. He's actually gained about half a second in that last lap on Apex as well, and he's got about 6.5 second lead over Oil.
Yep, behind Oil. Oil's now branched out a 1 second lead back to Figo, and Figo's done similar back to Stefco.
Following Stefco, we've got the nice battle pack of Squiddy trying to make a move, and Troy right behind.
Yep, just behind Troy, we've got Kazadro also trying to keep his nose in this battle pack. We have Shan's behind them as well in 10th place, still with that front damage.
And following Shan's, we've got low side in 11th, just 3 seconds back, also is coming to damage on that first corner. And Tombo, 40 seconds back, he's not had a good time out there.
No, not a great first race from Tombo, but we'll jump back in this battle for 6th now. As Cassandra going very wide through Stefco corner there. I'm sure he would not want to be claimed by Stefco as they are workmates, so...
Man, Cassadra's all over the back of Troy. who's trying to cling onto the back of Squidly and DJ.
Yep, Squid's broken the slipstream there though, so Troy could get swallowed up by Kazadro, going very defensive. Then coming back to the racing line, Kazadro, here we go, is he pulling alongside? Oh, he pulls out of the move. Troy going very deep under brakes. Kazadro getting loose on corner exit. He's going to pull alongside him through this here as well. As we approach turn 3, Kazadro will have the inside. Oh my god, they go right to the edge of the track. Troy's going to have the inside for the next one, but Kazadro gets it done before he has the chance. So beautiful racing and great move by Kazadro there. Stefko still dealing with Squiddy right up in his rear mirrors as well.
Yeah, I think if Squiddy needs the job done, he needs to get a good run out of this hairpin. Otherwise, there's not really many other opportunities left unless he pressures him through his own corner.
Yeah, definitely. So back up the front, we have Adam V with a 3.5 second lead, just a couple corners left to go. We would assume that he is going to take this this win here, bar a mistake through this final corner. As we see the V-Corsa team captain taking the checkered flag, Apex close behind, just 3.8 seconds, followed by Jonesy. Great drive by Jonesy to get a podium.
Yeah, Oil coming through in 4th. He's broken Figo, almost 2 seconds clear of him. Coming through in 4th, 5th for Figo. Stefko holds out Squiddy for 6th. And Kazadro 8th, Troy in 9th. And then that long gap back down to Shans and low side, who, due to their damage, just weren't able to put the lap times in. But expect really strong showings from them in race 2, starting from the front.
Yeah, definitely. Shanzan and the captain starting towards the front of the pack is going to be very exciting.
Yeah, there's always something going on with turn 1, isn't there, at the start of the race? It's a disaster corner.
It's so tricky. It really is. You've got 12 cars going 200 kilometers an hour trying to find their braking marker, but they've got, another 5 in front of them blocking their vision. Tombo finishing it off, getting damage all around on every single panel of his car. Beautifully done there. So congratulations to our top 3. We have Adam, Apex, and Jonesy. Sorry, I forgot Apex's name for a second there. A very forgettable guy, not even that quick. Anyway.
How can you forget the humper?
I blocked it out of my memory.
So they're going to have to do a manual grid, aren't they, for Pure Axle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Pure Axle is going to be starting right at the back as well, so very, very tough ask for Pure Axle, but we know he would love to take some points off of these guys if he can. And I'm sure Tombo is pretty happy about starting on pole for this next race to see what he can really do without a mistake.
Should we, let's bring up the leaderboards, I guess, yeah? Well, we've got a couple of minutes.
Well, we've got some time. Dale, do you want to take us through the leaderboards real quick?
You've got the team,
definitely.
Team leaderboard at the moment, so...
So out in front, 13R Autosports, they're in a league of their own at the moment, almost 2,000 points clear of the leftovers, which as we know was a team of drivers who wanted to be part of a team, but just through no fault of their own, just teams filled up and there was nowhere left for them to go besides Privateer. They got about 100-point lead over T-Rex Racing there in 3rd place, who they do have a real strong lineup, so I expect them to stay top 3 by the end of the season. They do have a narrow lead though, back to V-Corsa, so a few more results like Adams tonight really could put the pressure on them. In 5th, my team, DAM Racing, we're just falling off the back a little bit, but the guys put together a really solid season, so it's been a fun ride. Shake and Bake following in 6th place. 5 moves, that was your team earlier in the season, wasn't it? Before
yeah, that's right.
Before you had
No, it was
to
looking good.
bow
It was
out.
looking good at the start, but just I've had to pull out for the season or two.
Yeah, it's been unfortunate. The the standings would have been a lot different, I think, without that, though. To be honest, very hard to replace a Div 1 driver at that point in the season. But you guys are holding a 1,000-point lead over Anzac Autosports for the 700 points of flat out racing, and then we go down to Speed Demons in 9th and Mad Turtle Racing down in 10th. Who Mad Turtle also lost their Div 1 driver in Diswood earlier on in the season. I think we need to let Oil know of the manual grid. I'm not sure that's in there.
Yeah, good stuff. And how many?
That battle between. Sorry to speak over you there, but the battle between 2nd and 5th in the teams championship is still, I think, up for anyone to claim. Really, there's
2nd and 3rd?
just 600 points. No, from 2nd to 5th. So.
Oh right, yeah, that is crazy.
The leftovers with 13,876 and Dam Racing with 13,295. So just about 500 points between. It can take us a big round from either team, and they can jump up a couple spots. Or with the top 7 rounds counting, I believe after tonight, could shuffle some things around as well.
Well, the importance of that too is like the top 3 teams here will be able to retain their top 10 drivers, whereas from teams 4 down to 10, their top 10 drivers will go into the draft for season 8, so they'll get switched around. But top 3 teams will get to retain whoever they like, basically, as long as they're under budget.
Yeah, so actually some big stakes in the team championship at the moment. I believe the team owner gets their season cost waived as well, which is $3 million dollars earned through wheel to wheel as well. So tough money to make up. Honestly, I think I've only gained about 2.6 million across 4 seasons myself. So definitely something you got to work for.
Yeah, it's definitely tough, but it definitely rewards those that, whether you're quick and build up that money quickly, or, you stick around for a long time and really aim for that, if that's what you want to do. So it really rewards the long haul people as well.
Yeah, well, Scooter's not here tonight, but he's earned the most money over the last 7 seasons.
I believe it was almost 9 million, wasn't it? I think I saw earlier in the week. So that's crazy.
Hit up the Scooter Bank if you would like to buy a team. I'm sure he'll charge you reasonable interest rates.
Well, the person with the most bank balance at the moment actually is Intrinsic with about 5.5 million almost. Scooter has tapped out his balance. He's only carrying around a measly 2.9. So, yeah, so plenty of money being floated around. If only we could transfer that out into the real life, that'd be brilliant. A couple extra dollars can never hurt.
Coming for season 9. Coming for season 9, we will be racing for real money.
Wheel to wheel coin. It's a new what do they call it? E-currency thing. We're gonna go up against Dogecoin and Bitcoin.
That's it. Man, I'm loving this time of day as well. The second race, reverse grid. It gets a bit looks a bit foggy coming down the main straight.
Yeah, there's a point where the sun is just all in your eyes as well as as it usually is around this time of day.
Turn 2, I think, coming down to turn 2 and just through that kind of left-right complex just after turn 5, I think. Yeah. You need sunglasses for that. It's nice and challenging, and good luck to anyone who's decided to use shadows as brake markers from race 1.
Yeah. Well, I actually get affected by the sun in my eyes because I can't see I use the little, I guess it's an escape road on the left-hand side approaching turn 2, and I can't see that until about half a second before the braking actually has to happen because of the sun. So it's interesting.
I'm guessing that one every lap in race 2, to be honest. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's so hard to see until it's almost too late. So good luck if you're trying to make a move up the inside of turn 2 and, like me, you haven't decided to figure out what the right-hand side braking marker is.
Absolutely. As we have the good luck in the chat, which usually means we'll be underway shortly.
And yeah, it looks like oil has changed to manual grid, so we will see pure Axel starting from the back of the grid. He won't need to pull off and let anyone through.
Yeah, which is it's good.
And here we go.
Final underway.
Alrighty.
A lot of the field deciding to start on the mediums. Here we go. As we see all the cars on the grid, definitely quiet this time, unlike race 1 where everyone was burning fuel early on to try and get as much out of their car as possible. Everyone just sitting at idle, waiting for that 5th light to light up before they absolutely get into the revs.
There's been a few quick green lights this week, so we'll see if that catches anybody out if we happen to have the same.
Oh. Jonesy's starting out of position.
Really?
So is Troy.
Call a restart?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to call a restart. As we have a couple of people starting out of position, unfortunately. So Jonesy should have been back in about 10th, I believe. And he started 5th, so...
I'll call it?
Yeah.
Yep, we're gonna have to call that one. Unfortunately. Oh, yes, everyone just chucks on the handbrake as is a custom. Hopefully no one changes their tyres after I've been filling out this form for the past 2 minutes. That'd be polite of them. Couple guys a little slow to leave.
Apex is blue screened.
We might have a. I think Figo might have blue screened as well. Oily, I think it might be asking for the grid order, as we see a fair few dropping out, unfortunately. Oh, and me for good measure.
Everyone's left.
So, yep, I believe maybe Oily blue screened and it killed the lobby. I'm not quite sure.
Alrighty,
Yeah,
that'll be a minute or two.
I'll jump over into Dojo. I think that's where Oil's trying to get the order, so I'll go help him and jump back in.
Yep, go for it, man.
Scooter's requested that we pay out his balance to Westpac everyday account. So yeah, we got a couple people showing up in the chat. So we've got NZL Cowboy, we got the G-Man making an appearance, Jim Henry Smith, not quite sure who that is, but was cheering on Apex. Got Andrew Scott in the chat, so big thank you to all of these guys showing up and chatting. We got Fang cheering on Jonesy. Obviously, he's a 13R teammate. We got Flossie in the chat as well, and then, as I said, Scooter requesting his balance be transferred.
There we go. Oily's got the new room up.
Hopefully it doesn't take too long to get everyone back in. We've probably got a fair few game restarts happening at the moment. Yep, Squiddy had a blue screen. Technical difficulties as per usual. And I feel I am going to have to reorder the tyres that everyone is starting on. Lucky me. I had 4 cars to go. Alright. Loading back in.
Yeah, let's have a quick look at the tyres.
Shins on the soft. So I'm assuming most guys towards the front are going to be on the softer tyre. From what I can see and what I had written down already, there's only Squidly, Shans, and the captain starting on the softs.
Yeah.
Tombo could also be on the softs, but I didn't get a chance to check his tyres. But majority of the field starting on the mediums, as expected. I think it's also a good little safety net to have. If you get damage in them early couple laps, you just hit off the mediums and run softs to the end. starting on the mediums, on the other hand, is a whole new trick. Because in the softs, you know, my preferred way of starting, you hold the revs at just kind of at about 60%, enough to spin the tyres off the line, but it grips up quickly.
Yep.
To avoid it bogging down. But on them medium tyres, it's a whole nother story, and they spin a lot longer too, for good measure. So
it's just Squiddly's got to check in, I think. There we go. They're all in.
Do we have Tombo?
Pirax was ticked out.
I think we're still waiting on Tombo to rejoin.
Okay,
Yep.
So there's 3 of them on softs. So Squid's on softs as well.
Yep. So
low side and oily.
Oily on the softs.
Sorry, not oily. Sorry, Chance. Sorry.
Chance. Yep. And possibly Tombo. So our top 3 cars, and then 4th and 5th should be Troy and Kazadro on the mediums, and then we have Squiddy on softs, looking to maybe take advantage of a good run off the line and jump those 2 and run towards the front on them soft tyres. Could be a good strategy, as he's starting mid pack, and if everyone else in the mid pack's on mediums and he can dispose of them fairly quickly, he could be free to go with Shans and the captain at the front of the pack, as we have Tombo ticked in. Once he's ticked in, I believe Oily's going to set the manual grid, and we should have the return of Dale. And shortly after, we should be away for our race too. It's fine, I didn't need any practice before my race anyway.
Oh yeah, and to those watching, we've got Season 8 registrations open now, so if you want to sign up and race with us next season, just jump on our Discord and head to the Rego page.
Yeah, definitely, and while we're at it, probably give a quick thank you to our sponsors, Next Level Racing, Pagnett Imports, Future Youth Clothing, and Races.world, who support grassroots racing, I believe, in southeast Queensland. I believe that's right.
That's it, yeah.
I'm not sure, but yeah, big thank you to everyone jumping on board, as the league is growing so much. I think we had, what was it, about 100 registrations to start the season. Obviously, a couple guys dropping off towards the end, but some crazy numbers. I think we had 7 lobbies, or we're very close to running 7 lobbies for round 1. So
okay, the grid is set.
All right.
I think Adam's doing some good burnouts as he goes around. Captain and Jonesy are playing in the grass, and we are away. I didn't catch what tyres Tombo was on, but I'm assuming he's going to start on the softs, being our pole sitter for race 2. Again, that eerily silent grid. Here you see the lights are on. We're currently at about 7 o'clock at night, I believe. Plenty about to happen.
Yeah, you are correct, Tombo, on softs.
So we've got 4 guys on softs. I think Squidly could be a good one to watch off the start here, being the only one on softs in the mid-pack. See how he's gotten off the line. It doesn't look like he's got an incredible start. He has gotten past Kazadro.
Well, Zadro's got the line, though.
True. Squidly's going to try and hang it around the outside. Get a little loose.
There we go, it's clean. It's
beautiful, clean start from our Premier League guys here. As we see Stefco swerving to heat up them tyres, and Squidly probably a little unfortunate not to get a position there off of Kazadro or Troy, as they both started on the mediums, I believe.
Oh, Squiddy got it in the back from Stefco.
Oh, Stefco's dropped back to 9th.
Yeah, he hit Squiddy under brakes at the hairpin, lost out to both T-Rex.
So at the back of the pack, we've got Puraxel in 12th. He's gonna want to make his way up through the pecking order as quick as possible.
Absolutely,
Jonesy 13th. Adam V. It's going to get interesting in these reverse grids.
As it always is. They're always a great source of action.
Here's where the strategy is going to come into play and who can work the best.
Yeah, definitely.
If Apex and Adam are thinking they're being held up too much, because there is a bit of speed in these mediums, They're going to do a two-stopper and pit lap 2 between 2 to 4, and then do a two-stopper. If you have zero traffic, both strats 2 versus 1 really play out fairly similarly. It's just about avoiding that traffic.
Low side's out in front now. Probably going to hold on to that.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to reel the captain in once he's away at the front, as we saw at not Sardinia, Saint Croissant. It was.
Tell you what, this battle for 4th, 5th, looking a bit exciting with
Troy yet again being the cork in the bottle, and Squidly unfortunately on them softs being stuck behind 2 medium runners. So, and he'll know that now that they've gone through that final sector at least once, he'll know how much faster he is through there than these guys ahead of him, and want to get a move on.
Yeah, agreed, because he needs to make this move before, because I feel like the softs drop off quicker than the mediums do, so he needs to make the move in these first 2 or 3 laps, otherwise it's almost a bit of a washabout with that advantage.
Ooh,
although Troy has
Troy's
spun out of the
Oh,
hairpin in his
no.
defense.
Oh, he's got
damage.
engine damage. That is, luckily for him, the silver lining of this is he is on the medium tyres. He can now run softs till the end. But that's a rough way to get your medium stints out of the way as he drops all the way back to the rear of the field. 4th position is just
Unlucky,
not Troy's best friend at the moment. Last time he was in 4th, I just killed the sheets.
Yeah, I think he dropped down to about 8th or 9th within about a lap or so last time he was holding that position.
Yeah, he had that slide.
Squiddy has also slid off at the final turn, but he's recovered. Not too much damage there. Maybe he'll have dirty tyres though heading into turn 1, so we'll see if he takes that a bit more cautiously here. No, he still holds on well. Good line through there, but yeah, he needs to make that gap up to Xadro, which is now growing ever so slightly on corner exit there.
Yeah, and you can see that the time being sitting behind Kazadra he's already 2.7 seconds behind the other soft runners at the front.
Man.
So...
The other positive for Troy though is again on a two-stopper now he can still get through it this early without needing to fuel save though, so he can just go gangbusters and take advantage of those soft tyres.
Oh, DJ Stefko's getting hunted down here by Adam V. Oh, who's made the move.
Oh, and he's gone.
Oh, nice move through there.
Apex already up to 8th position as well, so he's not hanging about either.
And Pure Axel slipped through as well.
Yep, just dips up the inside. Purex will follow him through the 2 guys that led the race last time around, so... Jonesy unable to make up any spots from the start. He's actually lost. He's down 1 spot from where he started, or maybe 2, but still in a really good spot on them mediums. Stefko almost going off at his own corner. He's barely saved that, and he knows we'll be absolutely waiting for him to go off there.
I almost feel like we should just get a replay of it just because it's his corner.
Let's try.
Viewing Stefko almost going off at his beautifully named corner.
And yeah, man, he's definitely struggling around there, but not a lot to see.
Good job keeping it together though. It's one of those ones you get wide and it feels like there's nothing you can do to get it back. So good job saving it without finding the grass there.
Yep, definitely. Squidly still hunting down 4th, just 4 tenths behind Kazadro, but not in a place where he can really make a move. And you see he goes deep there as he's probably trying to break at his normal marker and had to take evasive action. Holding a nice tight line through this sweeping left-hander. If he can get a good run out of here, it can be a move up into the hairpin at the top of the hill. But I don't think he's closing the gap quick enough, no. He got it down to about 2 tenths, and that was all he could get out of it. Apex right on the rear bumper of Figo as well as they come down the hill through this double right-hander. So Apex looking to make his way up through the pack very quickly. And in a hustle. 4-second gap to that breakaway pack as well, so Squidly just absolutely losing so much time in this battle with Kazadra here.
Yeah, I feel for him a little bit. Normally that soft tyre is such a big advantage over the medium, and there is normally multiple spots to get the job done easily, but just the layout of this track, it's making it very difficult.
There we go. He does have a bit of a run here as he's within a quarter of a second. Now within 2/10 coming into turn 1, decides against making the big dive, and he is looking like he's going to be spending another lap behind. Still sitting very close behind Kazadra. Kazadra showing, you know, how good his pace is on those mediums, to be fair.
I think Laura's going to be on these two as well very soon.
Absolutely. He's back in... Kazadra getting very loose out of that hairpin, but definitely this battle's backing them into the mid-pack that's raging through. A whole new kind of mid-pack from last race, as well as these are the fast guys from last race trying to make their way back up to the front. So that's a very scary mid-pack to have chasing you down.
I think another battle to keep half an eye on is Shans is really all over the back of Tombo as well for that second spot. So I think Shans is really going to want to push through in the next few laps. Shans has put together some really good times through the week, so he does have the speed.
Yep, going through the hardest section to follow at the moment, through these sweeping left and right hand corners.
Sorry for Adam has pitted. He's got fresh softs on now.
Yep. So lap 4. Yep, that's about standard. 4 laps on the mediums, and then 12-12. He did this in an earlier race, maybe seeing that Apex and Figo and those guys ahead were just going to be a battle for him. So dive in early, get the run on the softs, possibly undercut.
Well, I mean, Apex is running 38s. Low to mid 38s at the moment. Adam's going to be running mid 36s. He's going to be getting a second and a half, 2 seconds a lap.
Yeah, as Kazadra actually comes through the first sector time of purple on them medium tyres, so he's at a cracking turn 1, and Squiddly just has nowhere to go on them softer tyres. Tombo able to hold off Shans for a little longer as well, but Shans really closing the gap on the run to this hairpin. Braking nice and early, not looking to fight too hard.
Tombo's got a bit wide. It's a hard spot to get down here.
Tombo going wide, but getting that better run out of the corner. Shans having a look up the inside, trying to get Tombo to stay wide in the mind games that we saw from Squiddly earlier. So Shan's not too happy about sitting behind here. He definitely wants to get a move on, and that gap has stopped growing as fast as it was as well. So the gap back to Kazadra now at 4.5 seconds. As them softs all start to die off, I found the point where the medium started to be faster was at about lap 9, so could be very interesting.
Adam's already gained 2 seconds on the leader.
Yeah, I think it's going to cost Squiddly huge being stuck in this battle with people on medium tyres.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. There's really not much you can do. The main spot is turn 1, but as we've seen, the mediums really don't suffer in that section. So there's not a lot more you can do here at this point, and just really hope for Kazadra to make his mistake. Kazadra is putting together a very, very great and good drive on these mediums right here, doing high 37s.
Yeah, almost a flawless drive so far from Kazadra. So with high to mid 37s, as you said, Apex is doing 38s on their mediums.
Tombo's made a mistake.
Oh, Shan's up inside the hairpin, gets the job done, does he? Yep.
Gets a beautiful run out that time.
Yeah, great job, Shans.
And Shans will be looking at that gap to the low side and thinking, really? Already? We're 7 laps into the race, and now I've got to make up 3.6 seconds on the captain, which is no easy task. That little battle there did cost them about 6/10 to Kazadra as well. So I'd expect to see KZ jumping right up onto the rear of Tombo towards the end of the stint as well.
He's actually gapped Squiddy now too. Squiddy's not in slip.
Oh, Steph goes off. We need a replay. He's off in Steph Go corner.
Where is he?
11th.
11th.
Alrighty. Here we go, boys. Replay with
What people
Stefko.
want.
Here we go. Approaching his corner. And he's just... There we go, man. Making those sandcastles. Bad luck,
And
man.
he's straight into the pits. Off of those medium tyres, he will be spewing.
Bad
but,
luck.
I had a feeling it was going to happen. He had an almost moment in race 1, but there it went for this one. And now in the battle for 7th, Apex right on the rear bumper of Figo. As I watch the replay back on stream, that's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
Stefko
unlucky
kicking
Stefko.
himself there.
Oh, is Oil glitching, or is he just well off the track there?
He is well off the track, is Oily.
Is he about to disconnect? Oh no, he's the host. That means the whole lobby's going to go. He's in the fence at the moment.
Uh-oh.
He's currently rolling backwards, so I think it could be possibly a wheel disconnect from Oily and...
Yeah, because everyone's still... If he was disconnecting, everyone would kind of be glitching.
Yeah,
Troy's on
usually
auto
it's
drive as well.
slingshots, Oh. Yeah, Troy also has engine damage.
Oh, yeah.
Oily's, he's now up to 33 kilometers an hour rolling backwards in the sand trap, so picking up some good speed there. No, I guess we'll carry on as per usual and see how we go. Hope for the best, really. So back in that battle for now 6th place, Figo half a second in front of Apex with Pure Axle closing.
Yep,
and
everyone's
there it goes.
Oh,
gone.
That
man.
is a bugger.
And look, in the grand scheme of things there, there's a few guys that have caught a lucky break there. Troy and Stefko.
That's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's
We've got to start from lap 1 again, don't we? Based on
Yep.
what we've done in the past.
Yeah.
Well, we need the overall time, so
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to.
Yep.
Uh,
we'll reorganize these sheets again then, I
Is that-
guess.
Do we need another host? Was that an Oily disconnect?
That
I think it
sort of a
was.
disconnect, yeah. So that's it's a shame it happened then after a couple of strategies were revealed, but blessing for Stefko, who just bended in his own corner and dove into the
if,
pits, so now he's getting a
Jonesy's been
second
pretty
chance.
good. Jonesy's got a pretty reliable connection, doesn't he, for hosting?
I am not completely sure.
Or Apex?
I think Apex
we
has
ask-
hosted in the past,
do we-
and it's had no problem.
Do you want to ask him if he can host?
Yeah, maybe get Apex to host it. That's a bugger.
That's a bugger, yeah. Right as Stefko suffered his own fate, he's been handed out a second chance.
Hey, we got Antichrist there in the chat saying good luck, fellas. Well, just after some bad luck.
Yeah. Good luck on the
If you-
restarts.
If you've just tuned in, Antichrist, we've just they had a disconnection mid-race, race 2. It's
So
going to be a full restart, Flossie.
Just on that restart, do you think we'll see a few people choose a different strategy, i.e. Squid?
Yeah, possibly.
Or maybe Squidly will just look for a better start because he was a little bit of a slug off the line, honestly.
We might see Pure Axle and Tombo adjusting their strats as well, based off Adam V.
Yeah, that seeing him come in so early could definitely throw some things about for some people.
Yeah, now his strat's kind of out there for everyone. It'll be interesting to see.
We didn't work very hard on
Which,
that one or anything.
what division are you guys in? Because they might have to delay your race a little.
We are in Div 2, but
2.
luckily Dale is the host, so they can't do shit without
yes.
us.
Yes. Yeah.
I might put the
Good
lobby
luck
up at 8.
starting that without us.
Yeah, sure. That's cool. So did you get through to Apex?
Well, I'm in the team chat. I asked him if he could host. He'd just been his doesn't seem to
Or Jonesy. I mean, one of those two.
solid.
He goes, if you send, we can, yeah. He said if we can send him a grid,
Yeah.
so we can do that.
You could jump in the party with him and help him sort that if you need to.
Yeah.
There we go. Jim Henry Smith is Mr. Smurf and your mum.
Ah.
Even less practice now for me. Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Flossie. It's, as I'm known to be a massive practicer throughout the league. Oh, and Dale shot off, I believe, going to
he's gonna.
grid order
Yep.
to Apex. Oily does have a lobby up, but I think we're going to wait and see
Yeah. Okay.
if Apex is going to chuck it up instead.
It's, he's normally pretty. His lobbies are usually pretty good, right? Oily?
Yeah, we haven't had any problems in the past with them. It's unfortunate.
I mean, yeah. What do you do? Do you risk it or go with another host? Yeah, right.
Let's see. So our, what is this? It's going to be our third restart of race 2, unfortunately. But it's just how it goes sometimes.
I guess
the downside to online racing. But
I'm going to jump in Oily's lobby and see what's going on. He's got 11 in there, so maybe they're going to stick with it.
well, Apex has just chucked the lobby up though, so
Okay.
I'm not sure what's going on.
I'll jump in the chat and see what's. Just confirm if Apex is hosting. Alright, yeah, they've confirmed.
Okay, does everyone in Div 1 know this?
Yeah,
Hopefully
they've
none of
put
the
it in
other
there.
lobbies... Oh, cool. Hopefully none of the other lobbies are having technical issues. Hopefully everyone has Apex added by a friend and we can get this up and going shortly.
Alrighty.
To anyone that is racing in Div 2 tonight, possibly might have to expect a delayed start. Maybe a 30-minute delay
Yeah.
on the normal
I'll just put up
start
an
time.
announcement. I'll put up an announcement on Discord.
Yep, so we've got everyone jumping in now. Floodgates have opened. Stefko, Squiddy, Shans, Tombo, Oil is here. Squiddly begging for a podium. Troy. I believe. Captain. We're just missing 2 now, I think. No, just missing the 1. Who are we missing? Jonesy, sir. I think just Kazadra we're missing now, I believe.
Okay. Alright, we're back.
What do the shades of red mean? That's a good question.
Yeah, right on the lobby. Who's asking that?
McEwen. Matthew McEwen.
It's basically your division on the leaderboards. So, Division 1 are white. Well, not quite white, it's like a light... I'm colourblind. I'm the wrong person to ask.
Like a light pink.
Yeah.
And then it gets darker the lower the division you are, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so we could see Kazadro, DJ Stefco. Those guys are new members in D League, but they've managed to work their way up to Premier League this season. Actually,
numbers
Division
are the
2.
same thing as well.
Yeah.
So the number is the leaderboard division that they're a part of, and the D is for D League for all the like unproven guys or new guys that have joined just this season, and we weren't sure where to put them on the leaderboard. So everyone new goes into D League, and then we sort them out from there for the next season that they take part in. Who we got? We got everyone in. I believe we're just setting the grid now.
Oh, back in a minute. Beverage.
Good time for it. Yeah, exactly right, Flossie. It's easy to see who's racing higher than when they started. Yeah. Definitely some starting league based on previous league. So at the end of the season, everyone's ranked by overall points, and then the top kind of 20 will go into Div 1, 20 will go into Div 2, and so on. So if you start in D League and you come 15th overall, you'll be in the Division 1 leaderboards for the second season, and then you move on from there. You'll be back for season 8. Great to hear. Antichrist, I believe, fine move said. So I will say I had some joy when I saw you jump in the Yeetle. I believe it was towards the end of season 6. Love seeing that car represented, as we have Dale returning.
Yep.
Welcome back.
Thanks, Dan. We should be heading off in about 30 seconds now, I think.
Here we go. Get your bets in, chat. Who, I shouldn't say that with all the dank memes guys that could be lurking in chat. But who's your pick to win? Who are we cheering on?
Please, trivia. That's about the only thing I know in that chat one.
I see now that every time Squiddy joins the lobby it says please podium, so... Yep, bringing back the 666 next season, Antichrist said, so we'll be glad to have you back.
Alright, take 3, sorry.
Yep, take 3. So we have what I believe is the correct grid set, and let's hope for the best. A very good second chance for Troy, for Stefco, for a couple of those other guys. We could see some pure axle, obviously. There's no one else with a chance. Whoa. McEwen putting it out there. There we go.
Everyone's still on the same tyres they started with last time. Squiddy's gone back.
Yeah, Squiddy's gone backwards while starting on themselves. So that's really unfortunate for Squidly now, rather than being behind 2 guys. Troy also has dropped back massively, yes.
We've got 3 wide heading to turn 2 with Apex in 9th, Pure Axel and Adam. They all get through nicely though. Apex on the outside of Troy though, heading through that left-hander. Got the inside for the right. No. Just holds back a bit.
The yellow flag. It's Stefco! Oh no! Stefco's around after a restart. He had the second chance.
But again, at least he's on mediums. Squiddy's up to 5th.
4 are away. And
Squiddy's taking advantage.
Who's off? I think it was Pure Axel hit the grass.
Stefco is well at the back. He avoided damage, luckily. Somehow.
He's ghosted at the right time.
Spinning in front of every car on the grid. and the top 4 are away, and Squidly finding himself in a bit of deja vu.
Big
Behind
winner though.
Casadro on the softs. After that start, he has come out with a big advantage now, though.
Yeah, based on where he was in 9th, he would have been seeing red right there. But yeah, everything looks like it's just opened up nicely for him.
Tell you what,
Cowboys
Adam and
calling
Apex,
for a Shans win.
they've got off to a better start this time round.
Yeah, already up into 9th and 8th. Oily Pure Axle as well. That's Apex might have cut the corner there. That was
And
pretty
he gets a
close.
half-second penalty.
There we go. So that's there's fine moves
no,
with the
look at
beautiful
that.
commentator curse, and he might go all the way back to 11th if Jonesy has the run here. I don't think he's close enough. So
He holds 10th. Very unlucky there for Apex.
yep, and that's we lost Oily's in. Oily's off the mediums already. I don't know if he had damage or if he just did not have a good time on their mediums, but he has thrown them to the side. He's come into the pit box. He said, don't even, we don't need any data off them, just burn them, really.
Yeah.
1 lap dash on the mediums. This pack now for 6th, starting to heat up as Troy is being closely followed by Figo and Adam.
Yeah,
With
I've seen
Pure
this.
Axle and Apex close in tow.
I've seen this strat from Oil before. I think he's going to be right up there fighting for a top 5 by the end of this race, as long as he doesn't get caught up in traffic.
Yeah, I believe you said he was finishing in the single digits, whereas most guys are in the 15s to 20s at the top of the Premier League in the overall times.
Yeah, I think that was in race 1. I've seen him do a 46.18, I think. Otherwise, the quickest I've been seeing is about the 30 mark.
Yeah, wow. So some crazy times out. Oil is enjoying an absolute field of fresh air in front of him, and those top 3 breaking away from Casadro again. Casadro showing incredible pace on their mediums, though, still holding the gap to Squidly.
37.7 on mediums. That's a cracking time.
Yep, absolutely. As the captain busts out a quick 36.5 to take the fastest lap.
I couldn't do a 37 3 days ago on softs.
I still struggle. I think on my second stint with about 10 litres less fuel in on some fresh softs, I was able to dip into the 36s maybe 3 times before the tyres started to drop off pretty drastically, really.
Yeah.
Adam now on the rear bumper of Figo and Troy as well.
Yeah, you push those softs too hard too soon and they're not going to last. They're not going to be your friend.
Yeah, Figo almost running wide there out of that sweeping left-hander, just drops the tyre onto the grass. Didn't cost him too much. But the pressure of having Adam P behind you is pretty intense, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It is a scary thing. And then knowing that just behind Adam you have Apex and Pure Axle, or the other way around, apologies, Pure Axle and Apex close behind.
The benefit for Troy... Benefit for Troy though is this time he's in 6th and not 4th, so yes, hopefully we see better results out of that.
Place curse. But unfortunately for him to get a podium, he has to go some way through 4th. So maybe aim for a 5th if I'm Troy at this moment.
Hopefully you get friendly results through the pits.
4th position has been pretty brutal. Low side with a 36.3.
Oh, someone's
coming across the line as well.
Someone's dropping in. Adam.
Yep, that is Mr. Adam B. So pitting a couple laps early this time because he was in the traffic, not wanting to be held up. Same thing as, or similar thing as Oil. Get that fresh air, get out on them softs and go.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see if any of the other guys follow him now. Guys at the back like Pure Axle, Apex, and Jonesy. It'll be interesting to see if they follow Strat and at the end of this lap.
Keeping an eye on Pure Axle at the moment because now he's got to close that gap up to Figo and Troy. And he's oh my goodness!
Holds onto it.
The commentator's curse is strong tonight. Alrighty, Apex is breathing down his neck.
I'm almost scared to race later.
Yeah, my goodness, this is. I'm so glad this is the final round of the Group 2s because they have not been too kind to me throughout this season. I needed one good result out of the final 3 Group 2 races, and, well, the last 2, I have not gotten my good result, so...
All on the line tonight. It's that battle for
pretty
final
much.
spot in the Premier Division between yourself and me.
Yep,
And I think I've got...
lost.
I've got a hand and a half firmly on that title right there.
You did have some really good pace earlier on in the practice race, though, so could see some...
Here we go, Figo and Troy.
Figo.
Oh!
Troy not giving him a whole lot of room on the apex of the corner there, and they're going to go side by side through the kink. That's very dangerous. Troy giving him about an inch of spare space and gets the better run through.
Gets the run and tucks back in front. It's going defensive here. Figo's still going to look up the inside.
Troy holding him right to the inside of the track. Troy just cuts his nose off a bit as they come towards the apex, and here comes Pure Axle and Apex Umpire.
They'll be loving that view at the moment, as long as they can squeeze through while they're battling each other.
Absolutely. A very aggressive defense from Troy there, so it might be the Great Wall of Troy coming up. But now Figo is under fire from Pure Axle and Apex, who are not wanting to waste any time. Apex having a cheeky look around the outside of Pure Axle, but nothing coming of it. Goes to the right side of Pure Axle again, and again it's the outside for the next corner, so not going to work out. But that has given Troy a bit of space now with about a 6/10 gap, whereas Figo is suffering all the pressure from Pure Axle and Apex very close behind. Squiddly up in 5th position is made up about 1.2 seconds on Kazadra, is now within half a second, going very wide through the sweeping left though. Coming up through Stefco corner here, holds it nice and tight along the rumble strip, all the way out to the curb. Plenty of speed. He had a better run through there than Kazadra, as you would expect being on them softer tyres, but how long until that drop-off point? Oh, Squiddly going very wide through the second last corner as well.
Yes, he's going to lose slip now.
Yep, and there it goes. So that's really unfortunate, but I'm sure he'll gain it back just in time to be affected by dirty air through some sweeping corners. That battle for 7th is heating up as well. Pure Axle and Apex still just 3/10 behind Figo. Figo still about 7/10 behind Troy as well, so Troy really needs to take the opportunity he's been given here and run away from Figo. Pure Axle, I believe, made a mistake on the exit of turn 1 as well, dropping back about 3/10. A little bit of breathing room for Figo there.
Apex is looking pacey, man.
Yeah, I'm still surprised he hasn't gone for the 2-stopper this time through though, and following Adam and Oiley's strategy there and jump these guys in the pits.
This is really when that 2-stopper is going to come into play for Adam, because while he was in this traffic, he got out of it. He pitted early, and now he's running softs in clean air, whereas Pure Axle and Apex are battling each other. And
Adam's a good 2.5 seconds quicker a lap than them at the moment. So by the time these guys pit, Adam's going to be right with them and put a gap on them.
Yep, Stefco has come into the pits as well. And changed off those mediums, so now running softs till the end. I don't know if he got damage or if he is just done with the mediums, and going for the 2-stop, but either way. Also, since his stop, Adam has made up 3 seconds on Oil in My Blood, so he's quickly closing up on the back of that T-Rex Racing Nissan for 11th, who is the first car in front of him also doing the 2-stop. Oh, Apex and Pure Axle as well. Sorry for jumping around so much there, but within a 10th.
Yeah.
Pure Axle gone defensive. Apex having a look around the outside. Pure Axle later on the brakes and doesn't even give Apex a look. Both of them getting a little squirrely coming out of the corner though.
Tell you what, I'm seeing a move going to be getting made here by Apex. Looks like they're holding him up, and Jonesy's coming into the mix.
Yep, Apex very heavily being held up here by Pure Axle. He was running high 37s last time, and his last 3 laps have been 38.8, 38.8, and a 38.6. So Apex is losing probably about at least half a second a lap, if not a second.
Yeah, agreed on that. I reckon it's close to second a lap based on the pace I've seen out of him earlier this week. So he's not going to be liking this at all. But I think he's just too deep now, where it's just maybe not worth the gamble to chuck into a 2-stopper at this point.
Yeah, it's coming to the crossover point where you kind of have to make your decision. Unless you're running on them softs, to make that 2-stop work, but
Oh man, low side with a 5-second lead now. Last time I looked, Tombo was, second behind. We got Shan's right on his tail. Battle for second, boys.
Yeah.
Also, Adams just set a 35.9 last time around as well for good measure, so he's getting a move on throughout the field on that 2-stopper.
Yeah. Tombo's, I think, made a mistake that lap. He's down to a 38.9 on that last lap, which has also hindered Chance a little bit. But I think it's that tyre wear really coming into play, controller versus wheel.
Well, Tombo went deep into turn 1 there. Chance is up the inside. He's looking not quite close enough. Tombo can still cover him off if he wants to, and Chance is not going to be able to get it done.
And all the while, Kazadra on those mediums.
Yep, and bringing Squidly with him.
Yeah.
So, Squidly not in terrible shape. Kazadra in an amazing position. So, the next closest medium runner to Kazadra is Troy, about 9 seconds behind.
He's broken. Oh, Apex has got past Pure Axle.
Oh, wow.
Up into 7th.
Figo's made a mistake as well.
Figo, yeah, they're in a Figo too.
And Jonesy's right on the rear bumper of Figo now as well, so Apex up into 7th, looking to hunt down Troy after a bit of a gap.
I'm going to see if we can, I'm going to see if the replay will show this overtake. So we've got Apex, yeah, he's behind Figo and Pure Axle. Gets past both of them, so there's a bit of an incident there. Pure Axle and Figo both going wide.
Apex being the ultimate opportunist, just dipping up the inside, I'm assuming, and taking the spots away like they're nothing.
They both just went really wide on the Apex, and Apex slipped through.
And now that he's free of that dirty air, well, for the time being, as he catches up to Troy, we'll see how much his lap times will drop now. Tombo's in. On lap 8. Wow, so maybe...
He's definitely on a 2-stopper now.
I have no idea what that's... 8 laps on the softs would...
Unless he's doing 8,
12 on the mediums?
Oh, I don't know now. Yeah, if he does 8, yeah, that'd be 12 on mediums and then 8 to finish off the job.
Figo drifting, turn 1.
Yep, and he's lost the spot to Jonesy. And Adam is just half a second behind Oil as well, making the charge, being the first of those 2 stoppers.
Tombo's back out on softs.
Okay, so we'll keep an eye on when Tombo comes back in. I have abandoned the Google Sheet as I think I broke it somehow, but that's a conversation for another time. Moved something too far and now it's anyway. Adam just 2.5 tenths behind Oily here. Coming up the hill, Oily's got the better run, so Adam's probably going to have to just sit behind him and wait here. So, incredible lap times since he's come out of the pits. He's done a 36.1, a 35.9, and a 36.6. Whereas Oily's fastest lap is a 36.5, and he's been kind of lapping around that range for a little while with a small mistake on lap 6.
So, how's Apex going? Where is he? Up in 7th? 6th?
Yeah.
Now
7th
coming
is still...
right up onto the rear bumper of Troy, but bringing Pure Axle with him. Squidly and Kazadra for third here.
Nice.
Coming into turn 1.
Squidly on the outside.
Get the run.
Tombo's
Tombo has dropped
DC.
out, unfortunately. That's, I know Tombo wasn't having a great time, but here we go. Squidly still looking around the outside. Kazadro's
Put him on
looking
the
to hold
inside
it.
for the
Double
left-handers.
left-hander here.
Oh, this is...
But you can really put the
Kazadro's
foot
cleared
down
him.
there. And yeah, he'll still have the inside for the hairpin.
Still trying to go around that outside is Squidly. Absolutely sick of being stuck behind the mediums. Both getting a nice little bit of movement out of the rear end. So both getting all the power down they can. Squid might have a look into the hairpin here, but Kazadro's got a better run. So it's not going to happen. And Squid had a really big chance there and unfortunately wasn't able to take it.
And all the while, Shan's just pulling away now. He's got about 2 seconds on them this lap alone. Second half almost.
There was there was under a second gap back to Kazadro. So absolutely costing these two this battle.
Pure Axle's back in
Pure Axle's past Apex.
Did that just happen?
I think so.
It was very recent.
Yeah, let's see if we can get that. Here we go.
Might have been on the
with Pure
hairpin,
Axle. Yep, it is. Oh, Apex has gone super wide there. Yeah, Pure Axle straight through.
Another thing to keep an eye on here is Oil and Adam are just 1.5 seconds off the back of Figo, who is on the one stop. So these guys are putting in some laps to try and make up that time. As you see, Apex's last lap was at 1 minute 40, so he will not be happy about that at all. And we see the medium runners starting to drop into the 39s.
Yeah, Adam B wants this position, I think.
Absolutely. He's made up a whole bunch of time on Oily very quickly. And I'm assuming he's not going to want to be sitting behind a slow car, but Oily, with every right to defend his spot at this point in time, as they are both on the same strategy as well as battling for position.
He's finally caught up to some traffic.
Yep. So even with Adam right on his rear bumper, they're catching up to this pack.
He's getting the inside line. Or will he? No,
he's
not quite.
And he's not quite. Adam tucks back in. He really needs to, I think, focus on getting a good run out of the last corner.
Oh, man.
Let's start finish straight, because it's probably the best chance he's going to have. He's got a great run out of that hairpin, but can't do anything with it down in this double right-hander either. And now the dirty air is going to build up that gap a little bit more as well. So when they pitted early to get out of that traffic, they've now caught up to that traffic, which is incredible. Squiddy might have a look on Casadro again here. Back in the battle for third, he decides against it. So maybe at the point where his softs are starting to fall off. But to be fair, after 11 laps, his tyre wear is about the same as Casadro, even though he's been on the softs, which usually for me is at about 50% gone. Very gentle on my tyres, I will say.
I'm with you on that one, but yeah, Squiddy's looked after them really well here at the moment, and I think he just really saw his lap time on lap 10 almost dropping into the 40s, and it's like it may not even be worth the battle at this point, this close to a pit stop. Yeah. I think he's hoping to jump him in the pits. Maybe he's just back saving a bit of fuel potentially.
Well, Squidly could be still on for the two-stopper here if he decides, so not quite sure, but he could come in and do a 12-lap stint on the softs and then a 4 on the mediums and back on the softs for 12 and get out of this battle. But
battle for 5th at the moment with Troy.
Yep.
Just watching from behind with Apex. Oh, who gets loose?
Oh, Adam's got Oily. He just got it at the hairpin. So finally getting that move done. And now he is, I was going to say free, but he's about to be right back in the dirty air of the one-stoppers at the moment.
Yeah, let's go to a replay on that. So on board with Adam V. Yeah, so at the hairpin, gets the inside line. Makes the move, nice and clean.
Lowside is in the pits on lap 12, so going for that two-stopper or a 16-lap stint on mediums. Squidly following him in as well.
Yeah, I've seen a few people do 16s. I've seen a few 16-lap stints. It can be done.
Lowside is not going to do a 16. He only has about 30 litres of fuel in that car. So, and lucky for him, he's come out about 3 seconds ahead of that massive pack of cars, and is not going to get caught up in traffic. Whereas Squidly has come out, well, he's come out behind Oil and that massive pack of cars. So, both of them being released into a semi-decent spot and not having to deal with that traffic for their short stint. Both coming out on mediums
Adam
as well.
V's. This is where the action is, boys.
Absolutely.
He's right with Figo now.
So we've got to remember Adam is on, I think, 3 laps fresher tyres after pitting on lap 3, I believe.
Yeah, end of lap 3. He did one lap earlier compared to his normal play.
Yep, due to being in that traffic. So Adam looking very aggressive on the rear bumper of Figo here. And it doesn't look like Pure Axle or Apex are able to do a whole lot in terms of Troy as well, but we should see the one-stoppers coming in at the end of the next lap. So
Yeah, this is the interesting part. If some people feel they've got a big enough gap, they may stretch it to 15 and come home on one lap better softs.
Yeah. Adam is absolutely riding the rear bumper of Figo right now. Not giving him anything. Figo getting a little twitchy as they come through there as well.
He's lining up his exit for the straight.
There we go, on that power, nice and heavy. In a quarter of
Pure
a
axle
second.
in.
Oh. Unfortunately for Adam, Figo has the gift of slipstream from Jonesy. Adam's still having a quick look up the inside, not going to go for the move though. So Jonesy helping Figo fight off the fast charging two stoppers right now. So Pure Axle in off those mediums. Looks like he's going for a full tank. He's gone to about 90%. Yeah. That's big refuel and the mediums. Wait. And the mediums. So Pure Axle's gone mediums again.
Yeah, he's on mediums right now. That's
He was on mediums to start as well.
Oh man,
So
he's going to go around the outside on the hairpin.
oh, he's giving it a good shot.
Oh, that's
oh,
not good.
Figo just cuts his nose off on the exit, so it's not going to happen.
Worth a try, man. That was...
Absolutely. I think if Figo gave him a little bit of room on the exit, he would have absolutely taken it and had the inside for the next, but Figo felt he was far enough in front that he could just take his normal exit line, and now Adam is right under his rear bumper again.
Oil found the curbs on the outside there. He almost got caught at Stepco corner.
Yep. Oil very nearly became another victim of Stefco
There we go, Shan's
corner.
in. Shan's doing a... Wait, is Shan's pitted?
This is his first stop.
His first stop here.
Yeah, he's almost on empty right now.
One stop. Apex also ducking in. Fairview staying out, which is surprising to me. It's understandable. Kazadro, currently leading the race, has not stopped yet. I'm assuming he'll be in at the end of this lap.
Little nudge for Figo there, but has to back out of it. Oil's right in the back of him now.
Yep, and Squidly's
right there too now.
Mediums too, so
Figo's defending well. It's just extremely hard to get a move done here.
yep. So the Figo, I would have expected Figo to duck in that lap just to get out of this traffic, but he's definitely looks like he's elected to stay out another lap or two. He's got a bit of spare fuel.
Yeah, 16 lap strategy.
Oh, splitting up the inside of Oil.
Yeah, we saw that
Right
in the background.
behind these two. Yep.
Nice move, Squiddy.
Oh, some flashing headlights.
There we go. The two stoppers are absolutely coming up right now, as this is Oil's 14th lap on them softs as well, and his tank is flashing. So,
oh, Squiddy nearly at Stefco corner, was it? He's just gathered it.
yeah, he's still in his first couple laps. Just ahead, it looks like Jonesy was right on Troy as well. So, definitely where all the action is. Kazadro in from the lead, low side taking our race lead.
Yeah, I tell you, Squidly's got to be happy here just sitting behind Adam V.
Low side
in the pits now. They're all in the
A
pits.
bunch of them in.
Oh,
So Troy, Jonesy,
everyone.
Figo, and Adam. We'll see what order they come out though.
So Squidly and Lowside will be in at the end of this lap as well, so Shans will retake our race lead, and we'll see what the charge of these two stoppers will be like. Here we go. Kazadro first out the pits on the softs, Pure Axle taking a spot. Apex is taking a spot. There we go. Troy, Adam, Figo, Stefco, Jonesy, and Oily, the big loser out of this. Adam, I believe, short-fueled there to try and jump a few people or maybe get out of that traffic. Where?
I think he's still got enough to make it home.
Whoa, Adam going up the inside of Troy there as well. So now that he's on them fresh softs, he is absolutely getting out of it. He's going crazy now.
If you're not fuel saving, it's about 7.1% per lap of fuel.
Okay.
So I think Adam's still got enough to get home and not really worry about short shifting too much.
Yeah. So the interesting thing now is there is a 3-second gap to Apex, who was also on softs till the end, who pitted last lap. So Adam's going to have one lap better tyres than him. Pure Axel's on mediums to the end. Kazadro is on softs till the end, and Shans is on softs till the end. Squidly will be in here as well on softs to the end with low side. So, about to see where the captain gets spat out in all of this. I'm assuming in about second place. There goes Shans taking the race lead. Oh, here comes Kazadro to take. Is he going to take the spot off him?
Low side's come out.
Oh, KZ's going to get him.
Kazadro's up the inside. That's unfortunate for the captain there, and it looks like Squidly has shuffled out somewhere in
9th, 10th now.
Yep.
Stefko up the inside, I think.
Oh, Squidly looking to hold it around the outside. We've seen him do it once. I'm sure he's going to try and do it again. So Stefko making a really good recovery after that race incident at his own corner earlier on that we saw before the restart. Even after the spin on lap 1 or 2 or whatever it was in this hairpin right here. So Stefko making a really good recovery, showing some good pace.
And here's where I think it's now Shan's to lose at the moment. He's got good pace around the track. He's got a 5-second gap. If anything, Kazadra and Lowside are going to start to battle with each other for that second spot, which may buy him a bit of extra time.
Fuel. Does Shans. So, yeah, quite a... Yeah, Shan's pitting on lap 14, but whereas Kazadro pitted on 15 and Lowside on 16. So there's different tyres throughout everyone here, and then you've got Apex, who's gotten past Pure Axel, and I'm sure Adam will make light work of Pure Axel, who's on them medium tyres as well.
So where did Apex get ahead of Pure Axel? Was it in the
last lap or two? Because
Pure Axel,
he went double mediums.
Ah, right.
Yeah, it was a move on track which we missed.
Is that technically against the rules, running the slower tyre twice as mediums and softs are required, or?
Man, you'd have to check the rules on that one.
Let me open that up now and just see if there's anything specific about that.
Oh, the captain and Kazadro were getting very, very touchy-feely there.
Let's just read the wording of it.
I believe it says softs and mediums are required.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that in the rules. It just says tyre requirements must be followed, otherwise it's a
could be on the Season 7 info page, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Either way, Adam right on the rear bumper of Pure Axel now as well. So Adam on them fresh softs, Pure Axel on them mediums. Catching him in probably the most unfortunate spot that he could.
Soft and medium is in Season 7 info.
Wow, so it's unfortunate Pure Axel might get punished for running the slower tyre twice.
I don't think anyone's done that this season.
No, I think it's the first.
Nah, we came close when somebody had mixed tyres to start the race by accident.
Yep. That was Flossie.
Flossie might have been,
That was a blue moon,
around the outside, but...
Yeah, on the softer tyres, later on the brakes, beautifully done by Adam, and now I don't think he's going to make up the almost 16 seconds, 15 and a half seconds to Shan's, but he could have at least a fourth and possibly a podium in his sights here.
Yeah, he'd need to do a second and a half a lap, roughly, on chance to have any chance, but he's got to get through Apex, Lowside, and Kazadro.
Man, Shans is in a really good position, eh?
He's in an amazing spot.
This battling for second and third.
Flossie just confirming it was him that had the mixed tyres. I believe it was an accident on his part, but I think
So
he said he like either had to pee in between races or he was getting food or something like that.
Yeah, Shans has been putting together very solid times all week, and having a bit of a disappointing race one put him in the top 4 off the start, so perfect position for him. And he's just holding that gap steady at 5 seconds at the moment.
Yep. And with that, he'll know he'll be on for a near 300-point second race at the very least. Just probably hoping that his first race isn't too bad and he can still get a good round out of it.
8 laps to go though. Like, so this gap, 5-second gap to first. Just keep an eye on that. If Losai can get a move done here.
Yeah. He'll need half a second a lap, ninth last lap at the moment, so...
If he wants to catch Shans, he's going to need to make a move pretty soon.
That shot down the front straight with all the cars still within a couple of seconds of each other is incredible. From 6th down to...
Tries at the hairpin, but not quite the gap there. That's back out of it.
Yeah, and then he's going to suffer from the dirty air through this sweeping corner again, so... Group 2 dirty air really coming into play, and then we have these psychopaths suggesting super formulas for next season, so...
They've taken
not
half
had
a second. They've taken half a second out of Shans, even with that battling.
Yeah, don't know if that's enough though. I think at half a second a lap, they would need 10 laps to do it, correct? To take 5 seconds out of them?
Yeah, because they were down closer to 4.5 when we were first looking at that, but it's gone snuck back over.
Yeah,
so Kazadro's 4.6 at the moment, so yeah, they didn't really gain enough on this lap for that half a second to stack up.
Yeah, one thing that will be interesting towards the end though is Shan's on that one stop, pitting lap 14, Kazadro 1 lap later, and Lowside 2 laps after that on the 2 stop. So
yeah,
Lowside's going to have the best tyres only by a lap, but so it'll be interesting to see how much that comes into play.
Man, it's pretty intense around 8th.
Yeah, that's. I had a really nice scenic shot of that whole pack coming down the straight with the headlights.
That looked amazing.
Beautiful. That's one for a poster. Yeah, but Purex are leading this pack on those mediums with everyone behind him on softs. Every single car behind him is on softs. So,
if he can
definitely...
defend, those mediums will work out better. Ooh, what? Oh, man, Figo!
Troy having a peek. Figo looking on Troy, Stefko close behind, Squiddy right behind him as well. Just behind them a little bit is Jonesy and Oil, so, man.
Oh, here we go.
Figo on the outside. Yep.
Beautiful move. Oh, come
on.
Oh.
Troy, I think missed his braking marker there. We might need a replay to double check.
Yeah,
but I think he just he just tried to brake later than the guy beside him, and it did not work out.
I don't know if it was a bad angle from where I was, but I'm not sure if there was a slight rub or not. But yeah it's most likely we're seeing
just on the replay now. No, I think he's just braked late by the looks of it.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he did the old
side-to-side contact was there though.
That's not enough to make him go that deep into the corner. Would have made Figo do the same thing. Troy's probably just braked 30 metres later there. Look like the old watch the radar, and as soon as you see the other arrow brake, you brake too.
Yeah. Not saying Figo's in the wrong for anything there. Side-to-side contact, it happens on the brakes. It's a close pack right there.
Yep. And Figo coming under threat from everyone, and Pure Axel in the same boat, just trying to fight off these guys on the softs to the point where maybe he'll have better tyres in the last 2 to 3 laps. Back at the front, gap between second and first is down to 4 seconds, and Captain's taking a very wide line through that sweeping left-hander as well. He's got a cracker of an exit too, but it's not going to be enough to get up the inside of the hairpin, I wouldn't think. No. So the Captain stuck behind Kazadro, but they are gaining on the lead. Adam has also chipped down Apex Humper to 1.1 seconds from, I believe, 2.5, 3 laps ago, so is closing that gap, and then that battle for 6th obviously has half the field currently fighting hard. And Troy has lost out massively again after that, and is now 14 seconds off the back.
Unlucky for Troy.
Oh, Squid very wide through the right-hander there as we come through Stefco corner. This whole pack trying to deal with dirty air. Oily having a slight look around the outside of Jonesy, but nothing coming on it.
Jonesy gets sideways.
Jesus, these cars are, they're some. And we come back onto the start-finish straight. Pure Axle with a 3.5 tenth lead. Is it going to be enough to hold off Figo? As it drops 2.5 tenths down to 2. Figo had half a look up the inside, but decided against it. So, and this could be really interesting to see if Pure Axle can actually hold off all of these guys.
Yeah,
Pure Axle with a personal best first sector as well.
Because those softs will be pretty average by lap, 26, 27.
Yeah, that's where I would assume they're going to start to fall off a fair bit.
Keeping half an eye at the front here, Chance's gap's down to about 3.2 as they come through the hairpin down the hill.
Yep, and again, just behind him for 4th place, Adam and Apex separated by less than a second. So we've got low side and Kazadra, Apex and Adam, and then everyone else to keep an eye on here as Pure Axle leads the rest of the pack down the hill through this double right-hander. Very easy to get caught out by the dirty air through there as well. Car just drifts slightly wide and away you go.
Yeah, he's doing well on these mediums.
Definitely.
So I think if you start on those mediums and finishes on them without pitting again, that's going to be all for nothing, really.
Yeah, and he missed race 1 as well, unfortunately, so...
Yeah.
It'd be a rough night.
That's a throwaway round for him.
I think so, and I don't think he had any to spare, but Figo comes out of the last corner very close, looks up the inside and actually gives Pure Axle a bump instead. Pure Axle giving nothing. I think there was about 20 centimetres on the inside that Figo tried to fit his car, and Squiddy up the inside of Stefco in the background. Taking the spot, taking 8th place off of Stefco, and now looking to close up on that rear bumper of Figo.
That's where Squiddy.
So it's a beautiful pack here.
It's down to 2.7, first to second, so I'm jumping around a bit. Just
there we go. Figo's got the move done.
He's finally got it done. Squid's looking up the inside. Pure Axle dips a tyre on the grass as he gets a bit of wheel spin. Squid going to try the outside through this sweeping left. I think he's going to have the better exit. Oh, he does take a bit of grass with him, but beautifully done there by Squidly. Might have some dirty tyres. Pure Axle has a cheeky look up the inside there, but decides against it. So after holding them off for about 10 laps, Pure Axle is now coming under threat from 9th to 11th now. Jeez.
So Will Stefco managed to... Oh, wow, these mediums aren't doing as well as I thought just a second ago.
We might want to keep an eye on Adam here coming through the second last corner. Chance is in.
Right.
Oh, he started on softs. That's right, he started on softs. He's still on softs now.
Yeah, okay.
Chance was on the 2-stop all along.
That's
and Kazacho and Lowside now the battle for first.
Serious?
And Adam looking up the inside of Apex as well. So we have action absolutely everywhere. Chance is going to get spat out.
Into the grass.
He's a little wide.
Apex a little wide.
Will Adam get the run?
And Chance has got spat out of the pits right in front of this massive battle pack as Stefco has a look up the inside of Pure Axle, but Pure Axle holds the spot, and now Jonesy and Oily have joined the rear bumper of Stefco. Jonesy having a quick peek up the inside of Stefco as they come through here. We need more cameramen. We need 3 streams for Div 1 apparently, because we've got now KZ and
KZ and low side. We got Apex.
They're now competing for the race lead that we didn't even realise. Adam's trying to pass Apex for a podium. Shans is now in front of this entire massive battle pack that's close behind. He's You would expect him to be running about the same times as Figo and Squid on some fresh mediums while they're on the worn softs. And then you've got Pure Axel, who is... Stefko's up the inside. Stefko's up the inside of Pure Axel coming down the hill here. He's going to have the inside line. Pure Axel waiting till the last second to give him room. Stefko not giving him much in return. And Stefko gets the move done. Oily has a look up the inside as well, for good measure.
These mediums are not holding
Oily,
out.
I believe Oily went for a move on Jonesy at the same time that Stefko got up the inside of Pure Axel. As we come through Stefko corner here, with this pack of 4 absolutely battling.
Yeah. Pure Axel on those mediums.
Oh my god, sorry, the captain was about half a tenth behind Kazadro there coming into turn 1. I thought he was going to go for the move, but backs out of it. Kazadro going defensive into turn 2 as well. Captain looking around the outside. Now turns into the inside for the double left-hander, but Kazadro sweeps around. He's going to hold that spot. Captain!
Switchback for the low slide.
For the switchback, a little bit of contact made, but...
Yeah, backs out of it.
Captain gets well loose on the exit. Captain wants this win with everything. Kazadro could be about to take his first Premier League win if he can hold off for 2.5 laps.
Yeah, what a race, man. KZ. We're going to have to jump back to third and see what's going on there for a sec. Adam V's dropped off a little.
Little bit, yeah, about half a second behind now. He's been pushing very hard on those tyres to try and make it.
And then the Squid, man. What an effort from Squid. Just...
Absolutely.
Up into 7th.
And everyone... something's happened to Pure Axel. Something big's happened to Pure Axel.
Oh, wow.
He's on softs, he's pitted.
Oh, there we go. Yep, good call.
Okay, back up front is KZ and low side. This is going to be one to watch if low side can get a really good exit out of this last corner, but Kazadra has showed that he's absolutely got it. And has had enough to outpace the captain. Goes a little wide. Captain's gaining heavily on the corner exit, and Slipstream takes effect. We'll have to stick with this battle and maybe the battle for third, and just see how those two develop.
Yeah, well, Apex is breaking away from Adam at the moment, so...
Yeah, he is.
Not able to make the move there. Does get a very good run out of turn 1, so Kazadra is going to have to be defending for everything he's got here.
Oh, this is going to be huge if KZ gets this one.
Absolutely. Oh, Captain having another look around the outside. He's definitely making sure Kazadra knows he's... Oh, massive slide out of the corner. Making sure Kazadro knows he has no intentions of coming second in this race. Oh, Kazadro with a really nice exit out of that sweeping left-hander as well. So low side's not going to get a chance up into the hairpin. As he does! As he has a look up the inside, Kazadro goes very deep under brakes, and we're side by side down the hill. Captain's got his nose in front just barely.
You don't want to be on the outside.
Oh, he has full trust in him. They're still side by side. Captain takes the position around the outside down the hill.
Around the outside,
oh my goodness.
Better tyre life held that one, and great driving by Kazadro to keep it stuck to the
He's
lost it at Stefko! No. He's given the lead back at Stefko corner.
Oh my, wow.
Oh my goodness! Captain has... Oh
this
my.
is epic. He's
to start the final lap with a 1.6 second lead, short of a mistake, he's going to take his first Premier League win in wheel to wheel. Adams dropped well off at Apex. Shans has dropped well off of those guys, but has gapped Figo and Squidly. Squidly might look for a move up into 6th here down the start-finish straight. Does get a better exit than Figo as well. A very good exit compared to Figo.
Here comes Squid, running outside.
Pulls out at the last second. Can he get his nose in front before the braking zone? Figo trying to take the racing line.
Man.
He chose to defend, man. You can't move across then. And now they're side by side. Squidly's going to try again to take the outside through here. Oh, late on the brakes. Contact made side by side. The double left-hander. He's going to have the inside. Squidly not taking any prisoners. Taking the move with authority, taking the place, with authority, goes deep into the hairpin.
Little bit of contact there.
Oh, he's very loose on the exit as well. And that's cost him the spot.
Whoa.
As Pure Axel passes Troy for 11th down in the field as well.
Okay, boys.
Oh my god. Adam and Apex as well. He's got him back within half a second, but I don't think there's any chance that he's going to be able to pass him.
Yep.
Both with plenty of fuel as well. No one's running towards the bottom of the tank. And we'll jump on board with Kazadjo as he comes through these final corners to claim his first Premier League win in wheel-to-wheel racing.
Man,
amazing effort. Absolutely. He had amazing pace on their mediums at the start and held off Squidly as he gives us a beautiful swerve, takes the checkered flag. Captain goes with the spin. Apex taken third, Adam fourth. Congratulations to Kazadjo on an amazing drive and a great win. Chance going to claim fifth.
What's Squidly gonna? He's got anything here? No, not gonna happen. That's.
Figo sixth, Squidly seventh, Stefko claiming eighth, Oily ninth, Jonesy 10th. Pure Axel is going to take 11th off of Troy, and Troy coming home in 12th. Tombo, our DNF, unfortunately. Unfortunate for Tombo, but amazing drive from, pretty much everyone, really. They weren't separated by a whole lot. I don't want to pick it out, but that was incredible.
That's one of the best races I've had the pleasure of being on the commentary team with, boys. That was great.
That was brilliant. That was amazing. Congratulations again to KZ. That was incredible.
I was speechless on that when all that was happening. Just let the battle speak for itself.
Oh my goodness, that was that was an incredible finish. So we have Kazadjo taking the win by just 1.5 seconds over the captain. Captain about the same, about 1.8 ahead of Apex. That man, Stefko Corner claimed a victim late in the race, and it was for the lead. So that was incredible.
Awesome.
Ready.
Oh man,
and the two races supposed to start in about a minute.
We've delayed it till 8 o'clock. So
yep. So,
good luck in your races, guys.
Practice. Yeah, thanks, guys.
So tune in 8 o'clock for the Division 2 race if you're watching. And
thanks for everyone who did watch. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you later on and next week for the final round of Season 7.
Alright, see you guys.
See ya.
See ya.